The new Maryland Tenants Bill of Rights goes into effect July 2025. So whether you're a landlord or a tenant, this law is going to change the way we handle leasing, notices, repairs, and a lot more. Hi, I'm Jenni Utz, CEO of UTZ Property Management, Maryland's #1 property management company. Let's break down what this new law, how you can be prepared and protected. First up, let's talk about the leasing process. Application fees are now capped at $25 for landlords with 5 or more units. So if a tenant also already has a screening report, we then have to waive that fee if it's within the last 30 days. Also, every lease must now include a copy of the Tenant Bill of Rights, a property condition disclosure, and clear terms about who handles what repairs. So landlords, take note. The rent increases that now go into effect require a 90-day notice. To end a lease, you'll need to give either 60 or 90 days, depending on the term, if we're month to month or year to year. And tenants have stricter notice periods as well. So the key to all of this is proper communication. Also, let's talk about site visits. Starting October 1st, 2025, landlords must give that 24-hour notice before entering a rental property. And they can only do it between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Caveat to that is if there's any emergencies, you are still able to enter the property with no notice. Let's get into security deposits. Security deposits are now capped at 1 month's rent. Unless the tenant receives utility assistance, you're able to change that. All funds also must be held in an interest-bearing account, and landlords have 45 days to return that deposit with an itemized deduction list. Keep in mind, with that itemized deduction list, you must have paid receipts of the things being done, meaning you can't just list a whole bunch of itemized things and never actually perform the work to get them done. Now, before filing for eviction for non-payments, landlords now need to issue a 10-day written notice. Tenants can also have a court-appointed legal counsel, so prepare for longer timelines and more documentation. One thing that we've implemented a long time ago is making sure we start that non-payment action, the 10-day writ, right as soon as we're allowed to start that time frame, since that is going to be a longer time frame for eviction. Now, landlords can't retaliate when someone's not paying or we're trying to get somebody out. What's happening in some instances is landlords were shutting off the utilities, changing locks without a court order, and that's considered illegal eviction. It's also considered the retaliation, like raising the rent before a complaint. That's now more enforceable. So make sure everything is being documented and you're doing everything by the book for one tenant and for all of them. So that way there's a trail of everything that's been done the same and consistent across the board. The one thing that's great about this law is it's moving us towards more transparency and accountability on both sides. Landlords must treat property management like a professional service. Tenants now have clearer rights and expectations. So the best relationships are going to come from mutual respect and clear communication. If you're a landlord or a tenant in Maryland, now's the time to get educated. Download our free checklist, subscribe, and get updates, or reach out with any questions you might have. Let's build smarter rental experiences together.